welcome to the promised sequel. We're looking at comments from a video I made called Question, Could You Only Be Norwood 2 but Have a Balding Spot? Answer, yes. When you look through the long chain of comments, you go to where it says Gaming Discovery, where a conversation that he started. You look at all those and you scroll down to the very bottom and you'll see where I said this. I'm going to quote myself. Quote, saving my hair is not worth my time, energy, or money. Instead, I prefer to make money off of people who spend their time and energy who actually want to save their hair, which therefore makes me money from the ads that show up for the videos. All I care about is money, not hair. That's what I said. Okay, then someone else jumps in, as seen on TV, says this, quote, this is why Nick Shell is a piece of. And then I respond, too real. And then our good friend Jean-Luc Bergman, who believes right now I should get on a plane and go to Turkey and get a hair transplant. He's very vocal about that. Here's what he said, quote, he's right, you know, caring about money over hair equals moral bankruptcy, end quote. So let's talk about that. I think this is very important to declare that I have moral bankruptcy because I value money over hair. Let's reduce that. So in other words, if you care more about managing and controlling your money, that makes you morally bankrupt because you should care more about vanity, your physical appearance. And as you age, you should continue to try to look young even though you're not young anymore. That's what you should, and therefore that's the reason I'm morally bankrupt. Now, I made a video recently talking about how personally I do not believe that I'm a moral person. Personally, I don't believe in good or bad people. Aside from religion and aside from law, morality doesn't exist. Go ahead, prove it to me. In the comment section, define what makes a person a good or bad person without ever mentioning the law or religion. It's impossible. Oh, but Nick, what about murder? Okay, sure. Yeah, go ahead and let's talk about war. Well, that's different. We're defending our country. Are we though, Vietnam? Or were we fighting the idea of communism spreading, the fear of the identity of a different nation affecting ours? And you look at recent wars, you see the same thing. We're defending our country. Are we? You know, it comes to this, so we can justify just about anything. But take away the law, take away religion, and what is morality? Okay, so now my morality is in view, but the best defense I have is, but I'm not a moral person. I'm not a good person. That's honestly, I'm not saying that to be smart. I honestly believe that no human being, none of us watching this video, were born perfect. We're going to be greedy. We're going to be selfish. We're going to be self-centered. And I think one of the worst things you can do is to deny that, to say, but I'm a good person, as you compare yourself to an axe murderer. So if we want to talk about morality, I'll be the first to say I'm not a good person. But ultimately, I just think that's such an interesting take to say that if you care more about money, it makes you morally bankrupt compared to someone who cares about their hair. For me, it's the other way around. If you care so much about your physical appearance that is as you are physically aging, and even, oh, but Nick, you're 37, you're pushing 40, I'm only 21, that's not fair to say. Okay, either way, most men lose their hair at some point. So to deny and to fight nature over this thing, and to say that it's wrong to worry about money or to focus on money, but it's not wrong to spend lots of money on trying to save your hair, I'm having trouble following that concept. Because ultimately, the way I look at it, for me, and I've been very clear, it's never about, oh, I want to be rich. I want to drive nice cars and live in a mansion and just live in a life of excess. That's not what I believe. I believe in the importance of managing my money, investing my money. That's where I'm at in life. This morning I woke up and my son was watching Teen Titans Go. And they went to this weird world where like everybody was babies. And if you stayed there too long, you would actually reverse in age and turn into a little baby. And I guess Robin from the show on Teen Titans Go, he made a comment. He said, because he was trying to resist like reversing an age being this baby land, and he said, I gotta think of myself as an adult man who's married and has a mortgage. And I think that's so much of the disconnect between me and my viewers. Most of you aren't married. Most of you don't own a house and have a mortgage. So you're not caring about those things. Your value system is so much different from mine. For me, it's not about being rich. It's about managing my money. Because if you don't manage your money, money manages you. And the same thing with time. I made a video recently saying that one of the obvious ways to know if hair loss is going to bother someone is if they have poor time management skills. The same people who watch my videos, and they'll watch them all, they'll comment on them all, and tell me what a waste of time they are, how stupid my videos are, which is simply a reflection of their poor time management. Nick Shell is very good at time management. My full-time job in recruiting is based, my success, and I'm good at what I do, is based on how good I am at managing time. And I'm also very good at managing money. I make good money, but that's not the point. The point is how well I manage my money so that now my wife and I can invest money. And already now, most people aren't even watching this video. They already tuned out. They're like, this is so boring. Nick's talking about managing money. I don't care about that. All I care about is my hair. Exactly. Because you have a different value system than I do. But just imagine though. Imagine, and I don't see this as a moral issue, but ultimately imagine, and that's the question of this video. Imagine if you had to put a moral label and do all or nothing. Say, you're a good person if, and you're a bad person if. How would you label this? You're a good person if, or you're a bad person if you care more about your hair than you do money. Or reverse it. You're a bad person or a good person if you care more about money than your hair. I realize that vanity could easily be stamped as this. But again, I'm not trying to be a rap star. I'm not trying to be a rock star. I'm not promoting living in a life of excess. In fact, I'm promoting a life of living in your means, where you work a full-time job and then you have side gigs like a YouTube channel that brings in extra money while you sleep. So it's just so interesting that morality is brought into this, but it only reinforces what I already talked about last week. And that is, if you believe that you're a good person, you're more likely to believe that you don't deserve to go bald. And if you think that you don't deserve to go bald, you're therefore implying that other people, that other men do deserve to go bald because they have lower morals, or whatever they've done that you haven't done that you see as morally worse. You're going to believe that they deserve to go bald and you don't because you're a better person. Nick Shell says all of that is hogwash. We got to get over this concept that we're good people or that we're bad people, sizing each other up, judging others on ourselves, how good we are versus how bad we are. No. None of us are good. We are all corrupted. We are all self-centered. And the irony of it is, people who disagree with my message say that I'm lying. And to those who live in that mindset, it's all a lie to them. When they hear the truth, they hear it as a lie. I'm Nick Shell. This video has just deserved and earned 8 thumbs down based on the truth that I have sent. As long as we're caught up in morality and linking that to hair loss, we're not going to win. But you know what? Nick Shell is a winner. He does not link morality to hair loss. There's no connection at all. It's genetics. And if you're trying to fight genetics, you're trying to fight being a human. You're trying to fight masculinity. Nick Shell. And this is one of the reasons I'm gaining in popularity. How popular I am as a YouTuber who talks about hair loss. I have such a rebellious message. You know, you look at people who are more popular than me. What are they trying to do? They want you to go get a hair transplant. That's what they want. Or they want you to take Propecia, whatever it is. That's what they want. And Nick Shell, the rebel, says, why are we fighting masculinity? Why aren't we embracing this, knowing that most men in their life are going to go bald? This is not a moral issue. This is an issue of genetics and psychology. It's an issue of psychologically accepting our genetics. Go ahead and leave a comment right here. Please tell me how much you disagree with my message.